Welcome back to the Renewed Homestead. I'm Ben.
I'm Denise.
And we went through a time machine. We're planting some apple trees today. Come dig a hole with us next to our pond. We got 195 fish left. And we're just winging it today.
Now, before you enjoy our video, make sure you're going over and checking out our friends at the Forge and Anvil podcast. Got some good information. I think they come out about weekly, but we'll put a link in the description below. All right, just kidding. The real Ben and Denise here. And yes, we are planting apple trees, but you liked him in Vegas. You're gonna love him out here. My son Alec and his lovely girlfriend Maddie are out for a visit, and they are helping us plant trees that will someday, I imagine, be a legacy around here. And they'll remember the day that they helped us plant these trees next to the pond, as Alec pointed out. But anyway, so come on down, guys. Let's get these bare root trees in here.
Well, do you want to tell them what kind of apple, or do you want to do that?
Well, Denise is going to tell you what kind of apple tree it is because it's her new favorite. It's planted in our orchard. We're planting more apple trees in our apple orchard, our everything orchard.
Yes.
So anyway, right, Loki? You ready to dig? He's ready to run. He wants his dinner.
All right.
All right. So, bare root trees delivered yesterday. We've been soaking them. Look at the root ball on that. This is a nice tree, and it's Denise's new favorite, cameo apple. So, you have seen us plant trees before, but there are a lot of new people here, and we'll take you along real quick how we do this. You saw us dig the hole, and now we're going to set the root ball, or set the root in. You want to make sure you don't bury the graft point. You can see a distinction between the scion and the desired apple, but right there, you want to make sure that does not get buried. So we lay the shovel across the hole so that you can see how high that is, so when you backfill the dirt, you don't bury that. If you do, you're asking for a lot of trouble, and you're going to get what they call suckers growing out of it. Not a good thing. Wasted growth. So set that down in there. There's the shovel handle. So that's too low. So I need to actually put some dirt in this and bring it up a little bit. Or my lovely assistant will add dirt to this. I've got to be honest, I've never seen this big of a root ball on a bare root tree.
We got this, not a sponsor, but we got it from Roots and Fruits Nursery.
Yep. Okay. I think that's about as high as we're going to be able to get because of that root right there.
Okay.
So I think we're okay. We just want to make sure it's level. All right, and we want to make sure we orient this, let's see, away from the wind. And we want, there we go. Just want to make sure that it's your graft point. I know in Arizona it's really important because you get, if you face west with the graft point, you can actually burn it, and it's just harder on the tree. It doesn't mean it's going to kill it, but out here you actually need to be worried more about the wind direction. And so we've got the wind that typically sweeps north to south, more northwest to southeast. So we want to face it away from that wind, which we're doing, and it also puts the branches out the direction we want. Pardon me, but do you have any rabbit pooped on?
Poop on?
Pooped on.
All right, so we have backfilled the hole. Now we are actually going to put cardboard down. Reason we do cardboard, a couple of reasons. One, it's going to stop a lot of the grasses from coming through, but it's also going to break down and feed the worms.
Yes, it will.
Yep, so we're gonna put some cardboard down, and then we'll show you the next step.
We will eventually add more cardboard around this because we want to keep the grass from getting too close to the tree, but for now, Loki's going to help us trim the verge. Thank you, Loki. Thank you, Loki. when you do this, make sure you, if you've got a hill, make sure you overlap over the top so it doesn't get pushed out.
All right, next, typically we do compost, but we are blessed here with rabbit poop. So we're gonna put rabbit poop around.
Can I sing a little bunny foo-foo song?
Little what?
Little bunny foo-foo.
I don't even know what that is.
Little bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head.
No, you can't.
Sorry, folks. She says I can't do it.
You're silly.
Now that we've got the rabbit poop down, we're going to cover this with wood chips. And that's going to help break all this good stuff, nutrients down in for the tree and keep the grass from growing up around it. And even though it is November 8th, voting day, the gnats are still out. Alec was asking about the cardboard blocking the sun, and that's actually exactly what we want to do. We want to block out the sun from the grasses growing because they will steal nutrients from the tree. So we've got that layer of protection, then the rabbit poop
Or compost
that will feed nutrients down through as that cardboard breaks down, and the wood chips on top of that. And it's just basically 3 layers of not allowing those grasses to grow up, giving these the new trees a chance to get, you know, solidified and get a jump start. And I do want to point out, I don't know if you can see it, but you see we did not push the wood chips up around the tree. You don't want to do that because you will cause rot on your tree. So that's why you actually see like a little volcano here around it. That is very intentional.
All right, so another advantage of the wood chips is they are going to break down and they're going to feed this tree. They're going to feed the worms. So it's just going to make this tree healthier. But another reason why we do the compost on top and then the wood chips on top of that, if you look in nature, what does nature do? Nature composts from the top down. Look at our woods over here. All the leaves drop. They compost into the soil. Pine needles drop. They compost into the soil. Animals die. They compost into the soil. So we are doing exactly what nature does. By taking the compost and going from the top down, it will feed this tree and mimic nature.
Yep. And at a later date, we'll come back in here and plant some comfrey next to this, which will be even more beneficial to this little tree.
Yeah, as y'all know, we use it as a... as you know, we use comfrey as a chop and drop fertilizer.
Yep.
For the trees.
We do.
As well as for our animals and ourselves and everything else.
Yep. And in the spring we'll have more of that comfrey for sale on our website.
Well, if you can still work the soil, there is still comfrey root available at the website if you want to buy it. If you can still work the soil, you can plant those roots. It's just probably not going to come up until the spring, but you will have all winter for it to start to develop and
yep, it'll be ready to go.
Be ready to go.
Rock and roll.
Yep. So we just wanted to take you along and show you our new tree, introduce you to Alec and Maddie, and for all the new people here, this is how we plant our trees.
That's right. We've got one more to go, but we're losing sunlight quick, so we're going to go do that. And good?
You're good.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging in there with us. Make sure you're subscribed. We've had some subscribers say, hey, I was unsubscribed. So go in and check. Make sure you got that. Give us a thumbs up. And yeah, so I guess that's a wrap.
Yep.
All right.
We're praying for y'all. So don't forget to pray for us.
Yes, we're praying for America. It's election day. All right. Take care, everybody. God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.
Bye, y'all.